The jury in the Drew Peterson trial is expected to begin deliberating his fate next week. Today, the state rested its case, accusing the former Bolingbrook police sergeant of murdering his third wife, Kathleen Savio. New here at 5, details on the final 2 witnesses called to the stand today and what's expected to happen when the court resumes tomorrow. ABC 7's Sarah Schulte live at the Will County Courthouse. Sarah?
Ron, without the jury present tomorrow, the lawyers and the judge will meet in open court to hammer out the instructions that the judge will be giving the jury right before deliberations. For the 7 men and 5 women on this jury, they have sat through a very long and tedious trial. 3 years after Will County State's Attorney Jim Glasgow charged Drew Peterson with murder, the case against the former Bolingbrook cop is almost coming to a close. Testimony wrapped up in a trial that moved at a snail's pace. Both sides are confident about the outcome.
It's been a grueling 5 weeks, and we're extremely satisfied with the place that we're at right now.
I think in closing argument, when we put the whole picture together, you'll see that the state is so far away from proving this case that the jury's not going to have any choice.
As in every criminal case, the burden is on the prosecution, so the state always gets the last word. Prosecutors called 2 medical experts as rebuttal witnesses. Considered the most well-known forensic pathologist in the country, Dr. Michael Baden took the stand. He told the jury he performed over 20,000 autopsies in his career, including one on Peterson's third wife. The private autopsy was at the request of Kathleen Savio's family. Defense pathologists testified that Savio died from one accidental fall. Baden says all of the 40-year-old's injuries, quote, would have been due to multiple falls, end quote. Baden also told the jury that Savio's injuries are the sign of a struggle.
I don't think his strength up there was who he was, but rather what he was testifying to. The years of doing 20,000 autopsies alone? That's amazing. If this man hasn't seen it all, I don't think any doctor put up on the stands has.
The defense tried to taint Baden's scientific testimony with some sensationalism by bringing up the fact that Baden works for Fox News and a Fox News producer was present while Baden performed Savio's autopsy. A producer, defense attorney Ralph Medchek told jurors, worked for the Girls Gone Wild video. At that point, the state objected. Jurors were instructed to ignore that portion of testimony.
You know, once that happened, I was watching the jurors, and I think they just pretty much put down their notes and started giggling. So I don't think that Dr. Baden's really going to have any influence on this case one way or the other.
The state also called back as a witness Dr. Mary Case. She testified that the laceration on the back of Savio's head could not have been caused by a fall. All of the prosecution pathologists concluded that Kathleen Savio was murdered, while the defense experts say that her death was an accident. On Tuesday, there will be closing arguments. We are told that Chris Koch, Will County's Assistant State's Attorney Chris Koch, will be giving the closing argument for the state. Jim Glasgow will be giving the rebuttal. For the defense, it will be Joe Lopez. Live at the Will County Courthouse in Joliet, Sarah Schulte, ABC 7 News. Sylvia, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.